There are moments when a message or idea lands with a sense of urgency, as if it demands immediate attention. But it's important to step back and recognize how easily fear-based narratives can amplify emotion and make everything feel more intense than it truly is. When you strip that away, what often remains is a very human experience, the feeling of being under pressure, questioning your direction, and searching for meaning in the challenges you've been through. Life can accumulate emotional weight through disappointment, uncertainty, and periods where things don't unfold the way you expected, and during those times, the mind naturally tries to assign dramatic explanations to what feels overwhelming. But clarity rarely comes through panic or urgency. It comes through steadiness. Instead of interpreting past struggles as signs of hidden forces or predetermined outcomes, it can be more grounding to see them as part of the natural complexity of growth, where not everything aligns smoothly in real time, and lessons are often understood only after distance is gained. The experiences that tested you may have shaped resilience, patience, and awareness in ways that weren't obvious while you were in the middle of them. And now, rather than rushing toward conclusions or reacting to emotionally charged framing, there is value in returning to a calmer perspective, one where your choices are guided by reflection instead of pressure. You don't need external urgency to validate your path or your worth. What matters more is how you respond going forward, with clarity, balance, and a sense of inner stability that isn't easily shaken by dramatic interpretations of your journey. God watched the enemy place traps in your path and said, "Touch not this one." That's why you're still standing. That's why you survived what others couldn't. Because you were never meant to break. You were meant to rise and show others what divine protection looks like. Don't skip. Every second you stay here, divine energy is aligning around you. The same hand that lifted you from your lowest moment is now preparing to open a door that will erase years of pain in one move. You will look back and realize what was meant to destroy you only revealed who you truly are. There's a sound from heaven calling your name tonight. A shift that no one can reverse has already begun. And when it completes, every voice that doubted you will have no choice but to admit God fought for you and won. Stay till the end. Your story is about to change, my beloved child. Something powerful is about to unfold in your life. You may not see it yet, but heaven hath been rearranging everything behind the scenes. What once looked like delay was divine timing in disguise, and what looked like rejection was God's protection all along. Don't skip, because what's coming next will make every past pain make sense. The devil thought if he could distract you long enough, you'd miss this turning point. He used fear, guilt, and even people you trusted to make you doubt your own light. But what he forgot is that God had already marked your name on the victory scroll. Every attempt to silence your spirit only made your calling louder in the heavens. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Right now, divine favor is being reactivated. The tables are turning faster than you can imagine. The very situation that made you cry is about to become the scene that makes you smile again. The forces that tried to bear you didn't know you were a seed. You are standing at the edge of a breakthrough that has been years in the making. The devil tried to shut this message out of your timeline because it carries the key to your next chapter. But God pushed it through every spiritual blockade so you could hear these words today. That's how important you are to Him. Don't skip. You've cried long enough. You've watched others get their blessings while wondering when it would be your turn. Heaven says now, the divine clock has struck your moment. What would lay will stoke right in toward you. What was lost will return multiplied, and what was stolen will be resorbed publicly. When God fought for you, He didn't just remove obstacles. He also eroded stories that were written against you. There were people speaking lies in closed rooms, situations twisting against you, and deals meant to harm you, but every single one was overturned. Heaven's evidence is now in your favor, and no enemy can appeal against it. Stay till the end. You're about to witness what divine justice looks like. The same people who mocked you will have to watch you rise. The same moments that broke you will become proof that God's hands were on you all along. Every closed door is about to swing open, and every delay is about to bow to destiny. Don't skip. The enemy almost succeeded in making you forget who you are. But God whispered into your spirit, "Get back up." And you did. Its single act of standing again broke generations of curses that tried to follow you. You are no longer walking as who you were. You are walking as who heaven designed you to be. Your pain was a currency for your transformation. Every tear you shed built strength the devil could never steal. The reason you faced so much opposition was because your breakthrough carries weight. It's not just about you. It's about everyone connected to you who will rise because you didn't give up. Stay till the end, because the shift is happening now. The battle that's been draining your energy is about to collapse in one divine moment. You will wake up soon and realize the heaviness is gone. The anxiety will fade and clarity will take its place. That's how you'll know God stepped in. Now, take a deep breath. You didn't find this message. It found you. This is your confirmation that heaven has declared an end to your season of warfare. The angels have been reassigned to carry your blessings without interference. The devil tried to block you, but now he's trembling because your breakthrough can't be undone. Don't skip. Even in moments when you look back at what you have been through, there can be a new kind of understanding forming. What once felt like random struggle may now appear as preparation, shaping your resilience and your ability to move forward with more clarity. There is a sense that life is slowly reorganizing itself around you, not in loud dramatic ways, but in steady adjustments that bring more balance. You may find that doors open where there was once resistance, not because everything is suddenly easy, but because your perspective and timing are changing. Peace begins to return in small but meaningful ways, showing up in your thoughts, your choices, and your ability to let go of what no longer serves you. Even the challenges you still face start to feel less like punishments and more like lessons that refine your direction. There is a quiet strength building within you, one that does not rely on external validation, but on an inner trust that you can keep going. You may not always see the full picture, yet there is a growing sense that you are being guided towards something more stable and meaningful. With time, what felt like delay begins to reveal itself as alignment, bringing you into spaces you are better prepared to handle. And in that realization, there is relief, because you understand that your path has not been wasted, only carefully shaped. As you continue forward, trust becomes less about certainty and more about staying open to what unfolds, even when it doesn't arrive in the way you expected. Stay till the end, because your time to shine has finally come. There's a moment coming where everything you've lost will return in ways that will feel almost unreal. The people who dismissed you will be forced to witness your elevation. God didn't forget your prayers. Every tear, every sleepless night, every cry that no one else heard, it was all recorded. And now, that record is being used as the foundation for your reward. Don't skip, because this is the chapter where divine payback begins. You'll start to notice small signs first: unexpected calls, sudden peace, unexplainable favor. Then, it'll escalate fast. Miracles will flow where there was once misery. The season that tried to drown you will now be the reason you soar higher than ever before. Nothing is random anymore. Everything is connected to your destiny. Stay till the end, because God is restoring what the enemy tried to destroy. That heartbreak you went through wasn't the end. It was a release. Heaven removed what couldn't go with you into your promise. You may have thought you were being abandoned, but you were actually being repositioned for victory. The same pain that almost broke you became the key that unlocked your rebirth. You are stepping into a time where everything once hidden will be revealed. the truth will surface. Every secret conversation, every masked intention, every false smile, they'll all come to light, but you won't need revenge. God is already handling it. Your peace will be your proof, and your silence will be your sword. The very ones who underestimated you will soon wonder how you kept standing. Don't skip. The devil's last attempt was to make you tired enough to quit before your moment arrived. That's why everything recently felt heavy than usual. But even in your exhaustion, your spirit refused to surrender. Heaven saw that strength. Angels saw you still believing, still hoping, still holding on, and they began preparing the crown that only fighters receive. Stay till the end. God is not just restoring what was lost, He's upgrading it. The relationship that ended will be replaced by one that heals. The door that closed will lead to a mansion-sized opportunity. The money that disappeared will return multiplying, and the peace that was stolen will come back overflowing. Every empty place in your heart is about to be filled with divine abundance. You may feel like time has run out, but in the spiritual realm, time is just beginning. The reason the devil tried so hard to block this message from you is because it carries the seed of your next miracle. If you had scrolled away, you would have missed your moment of revelation. But because you stayed, something irreversible has been activated in your favor. Don't skip. You're standing at the intersection of endings and beginnings. The old you, the one who doubted, feared, and carried pain, is dissolving. A new you is emerging. Bold, radiant, unstoppable. This transformation isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. Heaven is rewriting your identity, one moment at a time. Everything that once felt delayed will now accelerate. The contracts that were pending will finalize. The opportunities that vanished will reappear. The people who ghosted you will regret it, not because of pride, but because they'll see the light they once ignored shining brighter than ever. You are walking into a destiny that no one, not even the devil himself, can undo. Stay till the end. God is preparing a moment for you that will feel like divine theater. Every twist, every plot, every scene of your life will make sense. The waiting was never wasted. It was rehearsing your victory. You'll soon understand why certain doors had to close, why some people had to leave, and why the timing was delayed. You was all a setup for divine perfection. Don't skip. There's someone watching you right now who tried to take your place, but they can't duplicate what's divine. The light in you is heaven's signature. The energy you carry is untouchable. That's why imitation will always fail, and authenticity will always writhe. Lately, some people go through a season where life feels unusually symbolic. Patterns seem to stand out more clearly. Small coincidences feel meaningful, and moments of quiet calm arrive without explanation. It can feel as if something is gently reorganizing the background of daily life. Not in a loud or dramatic way, but in subtle ways that invite reflection. In times like these, people often become more aware of their thoughts, their choices, and the direction they are moving in. Instead of constantly chasing outcomes, there is a gradual shift toward noticing what naturally aligns with them and what doesn't. Opportunities, conversations, and even challenges begin to feel like they carry a message about timing and readiness rather than randomness. This perspective doesn't require believing everything is predetermined, but it does encourage paying attention to how life responds when you slow down and become more present. Many describe it as a period where inner clarity begins to grow, even if external circumstances are still uncertain. The sense of calm that appears during these phases can feel grounding, almost like a reminder to trust the process of change rather than forcing every outcome. Strength during this time is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it is simply the ability to keep going while staying open to new directions that feel more authentic and sustainable. This stage often becomes a turning point where priorities begin to simplify and what once felt urgent starts to lose its weight, making space for steadier decisions and a clearer sense of personal direction. Over time, this awareness can quietly reshape how choices are made daily life. You are in the season where God reveals why it had to happen the way it did. Don't skip. because this is where the hidden meaning behind every painful chapter finally unfolds. You see, when the devil realized he couldn't destroy you, he tried to distract you. He planted false hopes, temporary people, and fake opportunities to drain your focus. But God stepped in and said, "Enough. Every weapon that was formed against your destiny has been dismantled. The interference ends tonight. Stay till the end, because this is the moment your spiritual story flips." For years it felt like you were waiting, praying, believing, and nothing was changing. But while you were waiting, God was building the foundation beneath the surface. Every delay was constructing a blessing too heavy for ordinary timing. What you thought was silence was actually strategy. Don't skip, because this part carries divine confirmation. There's a major turnaround forming even as you listen. Contracts are aligning, names are being spoken in rooms you haven't entered, and unseen hands are preparing what belongs to you. God fought through every block to make sure this moment reached your screen. The reason your heart feels this message is because it's tied to your future. You have been walking through what heaven calls the refining phase. It's the time when nothing seems to work, yet something deep within keeps pushing you forward. The devil mistook that silence for surrender, but what he didn't know is that your faith was growing roots. You were being equipped for the level you're about to step into. Stay till the end, because right now, the shift is not just spiritual, it's physical. Expect news, expect movement, expect change. God has assigned divine helpers to appear exactly when you need them. They'll come with information, support, and resources you didn't know you needed. That's how strategic heaven's timing truly is. Don't skip. Every pain you endured this year became a prayer in motion. Heaven is answering those silent cries you thought were ignored. The things that broke your heart are the same things God will use to open new doors. You will soon look at your past and whisper, "Thank you, God, for not letting it end there," because where He's taking you next will make every tear worth it. This is also the season where your influence will grow, not by force, but by favor. The people meant for your destiny will recognize you without explanation. Opportunities will find you without effort. You won't need to chase validation anymore. Your light will speak for itself. You'll attract everything aligned with your purpose and repel everything that drains your peace. Stay till the end, because I need you to hear this clearly. Your story is not late. It's right on schedule. You were never behind. You were being hidden until it was safe to be seen. God covered you while others were being exposed. Now that the preparation is complete, you're being released into visibility. That's why lately everything inside you feels like it's awakening at once. Don't skip, because something big is brewing in the unseen realm. Heaven is setting a state for you that no enemy can interrupt. You've been misunderstood, underestimated, and even betrayed. But that was all part of the preparation. Every rejection was divine redirection. The devil's schemes were turned into God's training ground for your next chapter. Now, listen carefully, because this next part carries divine energy. God says, "Your name hath been spoken in the courts of heaven. Angels have been instructed to deliver the things that were once delayed." Some of those blessings are emotional, peace, healing, clarity. Some are physical, money, opportunities, reconciliation. And some are spiritual, power, discernment, wisdom. Every area of your life is about to experience divine correction. Stay till the end, because this message isn't entertainment. It's a prophetic signal. The reason your spirit feels this so deeply is because your breakthrough has already begun. The confirmation will arrive within days. Something unexpected will happen that makes you pause and remember this very moment. It won't be random. It will be heaven saying, "See, I told you I fought for you. Don't skip. This is your cue to rise again." The devil wanted you tired, discouraged, and doubting your worth. But here you are, listening, breathing, and ready. That's victory. That's proof that God's hand never left you. You may have walked through shadows, but the light inside you refused to go out. That's why your life is about to glow differently. Before this week ends, something will shift in your atmosphere. The heaviness will break. The uncertainty will fade. You'll wake up one morning and feel something new. A peace that surpasses reason. A certainty that wasn't there before. That will be your sign that the spiritual battle has ended. Stay till the end. Share this message with someone you love, because when blessings fall, they won't just fall on you. They'll overflow to everyone connected to your obedience. When you pass this energy forward, you multiply the miracle. When you share, you declare that light always wins. Don't skip, because this is your divine reminder. God didn't just fight for you. It may feel like every door you pushed against closed at the wrong time, but looking back, you may notice a quieter pattern forming beneath the noise. The delays that frustrated you, the losses that didn't make sense, and the seasons where nothing seemed to move forward, were not empty chapters. They were shaping you in ways you couldn't see then. Sometimes life doesn't move in a straight line. It reroutes you, strengthens you, and clears away what would have weighed you down later. What once felt like resistance may have been protection, guiding you away from outcomes that weren't meant for you, and towards something more aligned with who you're becoming. Even in moments of silence, when you wondered if anything was changing at all, growth was still happening beneath the surface. And now, you might be standing closer to a turning point than you realize. The same strength that carried you through uncertainty is the strength that will carry you into what comes next. This isn't about sudden perfection or everything instantly falling into place, but about recognizing that you are more prepared than you were before. When new opportunities arrive, they won't feel unfamiliar to who you have become. Instead, they will meet a version of you that has already been refined by experience, patience, and endurance. And in that recognition, you may finally understand that nothing was truly wasted. Each step you took, even the uncertain ones, contributed to a foundation you can now stand on with greater clarity and calm, and a deeper understanding of yourself that will guide your next decisions with quiet confidence forward always. An energy that will move things that have been stuck for years. The devil tried everything. He tried to exhaust your faith, to confuse your mind, to fill your days with endless worry. He wanted to make you so distracted that you wouldn't notice this message crossing your path. But the hand of God overpowered every block, every dark whisper, every distraction. That's why this very moment feels different. It's because you stepped into divine timing. Stay till the end, because this part is where everything aligns. The universe, the angels, and the will of God are all converging on one instruction. It's time. You've been tested long enough. You've given, forgiven, and still believe it through all the disappointments. Heaven counted every act of faith, and now repayment begins. You are walking into a reversal. The same situation that once looked impossible will now unfold effortlessly. The same people who doubted you will reach out for your help. The places where you felt invisible will now shine a spotlight on your name. God is about to remind everyone why His favor is not fair. It chooses those who remain faithful in silence. Don't skip. Every second that you stay in this divine flow adds strength to the blessing forming around you. The devil can no longer access the areas of your life that he once controlled. The barriers are broken, the chains are gone, and your name is being mentioned among blessings that were waiting for this exact moment to be released. For too long, you've watched others move forward while you stood still, but heaven wants you to know that your stillness wasn't failure, it was alignment. God wasn't punishing you, He was protecting you from premature exposure. Now that the foundation is solid, what comes next will rise without collapse. Stay till the end. You are stepping into divine acceleration. Everything that was delayed will catch up at once. The emails, the calls, the breakthroughs, they will come like a flood. Doors will open before you even knock. And when people ask how it all happened so fast, you'll simply smile and say, God fought for me. Don't skip, because this next part is where prophecy turns to proof. There's a wind of favor that's been circling your name, and it's finally landing. You may feel an unusual peace or a sudden lightness in your chest. That's your spirit recognizing the shift. The atmosphere around you has changed. The battle is over. This is not motivation. This is confirmation. You are walking into answered prayers. The relationship you thought was over will find healing. The career that stalled will reignite, and the financial struggle that haunted you will dissolve. Every burden you carried was currency for this breakthrough. God saw it all, and He's paying you back in blessings multiplied. Stay till the end, because now you will start to witness divine timing in full motion. Random opportunities will appear that make perfect sense only in hindsight. You'll meet someone who feels heaven sent. You'll receive messages that align perfectly with your deepest prayers. That's how you'll know God's fingerprints are all over this moment. Don't skip. For years, the devil whispered, "You're forgotten." But heaven has just shouted back, "Chosen." The angels are now carrying what belongs to you, and not even the shadows can hold it back. This is divine vengeance for every tear you cried, every night you went to bed heavy, every time you asked, "When will it be my turn?" And now, it is. Your enemies will understand how it happened. The same ones who tried to block your path will accidentally clear it. They'll watch you rise, not from pride, but as proof that God never loses. Every loss was a redirection, every silence a setup, every delay a disguise for a miracle. Stay till the end. What's about to unfold will move faster than your imagination. The contracts will come, the healing will appear, and the phone call that shifts everything will arrive when you least expect it. The blessings that were kept in spiritual storage are being released to your physical world. You will touch what you once only prayed for. Don't skip, because the next moments will seal your transformation. The old version of you, the one who worried, feared, and begged for signs, is fading. The new you is emerging, confident, radiant, and unstoppable. You will carry peace like armor and purpose like fire. Every room you enter will feel your light. Stay till the end. The energy surrounding you now is sacred. It's not coincidence that you made it this far. It's divine orchestration. God wanted you awake, alert, and ready to receive what's been waiting for you since the beginning. You are not late. You're perfectly on time. Now, I need you to pause and feel it. It come wrecking through your chest. There comes a moment in life when everything that once looked broken begins to reveal a deeper purpose, and that is exactly where you are standing now. The confusion, the setbacks, the nights filled with uncertainty were never signs that you were abandoned. They were shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and far more prepared than you realized at the time. What felt like everything collapsing around you was often life quietly rearranging pieces behind the scenes, placing you on a path you could not yet fully understand. The storm you survived did not arrive to destroy you. It revealed the strength that had been living inside you all along. Now you are entering a season where things begin to connect in ways that feel undeniable. Opportunities will appear naturally. Peace will settle into places that once carried anxiety. Relationships will become clearer, more genuine, and more aligned with who you are becoming. Success will no longer feel like something you have to chase endlessly, because your growth has already prepared you to carry it with confidence. This is not simply about recovering from difficult seasons. It is about becoming someone transformed by them. The pain that once weighed heavily on your heart is slowly turning into wisdom, perspective, and quiet gratitude. One day, you will look back at moments that made you cry and realize they were guiding you toward a life you could not have imagined for yourself before. Keep moving forward with your head high and your spirit open, because this next chapter is not about barely surviving what hurt you. It is about finally stepping into the version of yourself that hardship helped create. Every unseen force that once fought against you is trembling because divine light has entered your path. Don't skip, because this part carries the revelation that explains why everything had to happen exactly as it did. You see, when the devil realized he couldn't destroy your purpose, he went after your peace. He attacked your emotions, your finances, your relationships, and your faith. But he made one critical mistake. He underestimated your endurance. He thought you would surrender, but instead, you became stronger. Every breakdown shaped your breakthrough. Every scar became your proof of survival. Stay till the end, because what's coming next will rewrite your story. The same situations that once caused you pain will now produce your prosperity. The same hands that tried to push you down will have to watch you rise, and the same people who ignored you will one day say your name with respect. God is about to do something so undeniable that no one will be able to say, "It was luck." It will be proof. Don't skip, because this is where divine reversal begins. Everything that was withheld is now being released. Every delay that seemed endless is being erased by divine speed. Your waiting season wasn't wasted, it was sacred. God was arranging your blessings in a way that they would arrive all at once, not in fragments, but in fullness. You are entering a phase of unstoppable favor. Heaven is calling your name in places where your feet haven't even stepped yet. Emails, the phone calls, the unexpected alignments, all of them are already in motion. Right now, even as you breathe, angels are aligning the threads of destiny that lead straight to your new beginning. Stay till the end, because this wave of blessing won't just change your life, it will change the atmosphere around you. People will sense your peace before you even speak. Environments will shift when you enter the room. You will radiate the energy of someone who was fought for by heaven itself, because that's exactly who you are, a survivor of divine warfare, crowned with grace. Don't skip, because this is not just a message, it's a prophecy unfolding in real time. The proof of this word will appear sooner than you think. You'll notice it in the form of restoration, money returning, love reappearing, strength renewing. Every broken area will start to rebuild itself without your effort. It's not coincidence, it's divine compensation. The devil's last weapon was time. He tried to convince you that it was too late, that the years were wasted, that your best season had already passed. But heaven laughs at such lies, because God is not bound by time, He owns it. And now He's about to redeem it for you. What should have taken years will happen in months. What felt impossible will suddenly feel natural. Stay till the end, because your destiny is opening like a sealed scroll. Everything hidden is being revealed. Every confusion is clearing. Every fear is dissolving. You'll wake up one morning soon and realize that your entire life has shifted. The weight will be gone. The fog will lift. And peace will flood in like sunlight after a long storm. Don't skip, because heaven is saying, now is your restoration hour. You are about to experience these after years of endurance. You won't have to chase what's yours. It will locate you. You won't have to prove yourself. Your glow will do that for you. You won't have to fight anymore. God has already settled the score. This is your victory season, and it will be public. Those who thought you were finished will watch you flourish. Those who mocked your pain will see your purpose bloom. You will no longer explain what God is doing. You will make it visible through your success, your joy, and your peace. This is divine display, not just divine favor. Stay till the end, because now is the time to share this energy forward. There is something powerful about sharing encouragement with others, because hope tends to grow when it is expressed rather than kept inside. When you speak about what has helped you move forward, it can reinforce your own sense of direction and remind you how far you have come. Over time, even difficult periods begin to reshape into meaning, not because the pain disappears, but because your understanding of it deepens. It becomes easier to see that you were not navigating those moments entirely alone. There were people, choices, timing, and unexpected forms of support that helped you keep going. even when things felt uncertain or overwhelming. What once felt like pure struggle can slowly transform into resilience, patience, and clarity about what you want to carry forward in your life. As you move ahead, your story doesn't have to be defined by what weighed you down, but by how you responded, adapted, and kept moving through uncertainty. There is also room for renewed hope, not as something unrealistic, but as a practical shift in perspective that allows you to expect better alignment in relationships, opportunities, and personal growth. When you begin to think in broader possibilities again, you naturally start noticing more of them in everyday life. This is less about life being predetermined and more about your awareness expanding to recognize options that were always present but previously overlooked. In that sense, your future is shaped by both reflection and action, where you choose what feels steady, meaningful, and supportive for your next steps forward. With patience and consistency, you begin to rebuild trust in your own judgment, allowing decisions to feel less pressured and more grounded in what genuinely aligns with your values and long-term well-being. Don't skip, because this message carries your resurrection code. You will no longer wake up dreading your days. You will wake up expecting good news. You will no longer settle for temporary comfort. You will attract lasting joy. You will no longer chase people. You will attract alignment. Every step you take now will be magnetized by grace. You have entered the atmosphere of overflow. Stay till the end. The divine has already written your name into the next miracle chain. You might not see it yet, but doors are unlocking behind the scenes. Someone important is being nudged by the Spirit to mention you, to bless you, to open a way for you. That nudge wasn't random. It was heaven's hand rearranging earthly matters for your benefit. Don't skip. You were never the victim. You were the vessel. That's why life hit you harder than others. It was trying to test what was divine in you. But instead of breaking, you blossomed. You are proof that resilience is the language of the chosen. And now, everything that once rejected you will have to recognize you. The same world that tried to forget you will soon celebrate you. You are stepping into a vibration so pure that low energies won't be able to reach you. Jealousy, gossip, and negativity will lose their access. You'll feel untouchable, not out of arrogance, but divine protection. God has shielded your frequency so you can rise without distraction. Stay till the end, because your eyes will be peaceful, not chaotic. Don't skip. You will start to feel certain things shifting. Random memories may surface, but not to hurt you. They are leaving your system. Your body, mind, and soul are synchronizing for your next level. The fatigue will live, the tension will ease, the anxiety will disappear. These are all signs that your spirit is entering wholeness. Stay till the end, because now comes the blessing wave. Financial doors will open without manipulation. Emotional wounds will close without confrontation. Relationships will heal without explanation. Everything will flow naturally, beautifully, divinely. The same heaven that protected you in storms is now promoting you in peace. Don't skip. The devil's greatest fear is not your pain. It's your peace. Because once you find peace, he loses control. And that's exactly what's happening now. You are becoming untouchable. Your emotions are stable, your vision is clear, and your faith is unshakable. You're no longer reacting to life. Life is reacting to you. Stay till the end. This new chapter won't feel like effort. It will feel like ease. The people meant for you will recognize you instantly. The opportunities aligned for you will unfold gracefully. The miracles tied to your name will manifest naturally. You won't need to strive. You will simply receive. That's how divine flow works, when heaven has declared your season as open. Don't skip. The devil tried to block you from hearing this, but God made sure your eyes, ears, and heart were open at the exact right time. Every second you stayed has rewritten your frequency. You are no longer aligned with delay. You are aligned with destiny. No curse, no lie, no betrayal can undo what has been activated in this very moment. So lift your chin, beloved child. Straighten your back. Breathe deeply. The war is over, and the reward begins. Everything you lost is returning multiplied. Everything you feared is dissolving. Everything you dreamed is taking form. Heaven fought for you, and heaven won. Stay till the end. The biggest miracle of your life is not approaching. It's already here. And this time, nothing in creation can block it. You are free. You are favored. You are fulfilled. The devil tried to block you, but God fought for you, and now the victory is eternally sealed in your name. My beloved child, this is the divine moment where heaven begins to pour what's been waiting for you for years. The energy you feel around you right now is not random. It's sacred. It's the vibration of promises that have finally ripened. You've endured. You've prayed. You've held your faith through silence, and now the spiritual gates are wide open. Don't skip, because what's unfolding in this part is the confirmation your spirit has been waiting for since the beginning of your story. There's a heavenly wind surrounding your life right now, clearing away the final pieces of pain that once held you down. Everything heavy is being lifted. The heartbreak that once strained you is losing its power. The people who once had control over your emotions are being spiritually detached from your energy. You are walking lighter, freer, and stronger. What the devil meant for chaos is turning into your canvas for creation. Stay till the end, because this part carries revelation and restoration together. Every situation that tried to bury your light is now working as the soil that will help you bloom. You are no longer defined by your wounds. You are defined by the way you rose from them. As you continue moving forward, there is a noticeable sharpening of your awareness, as if life itself has become clearer in how it responds to your choices. You begin to trust your judgment more, not because everything is perfect, but because you've learned through experience what feels aligned and what doesn't. This kind of wisdom is not rushed. It develops through lived moments, through trial and reflection, and through the quiet realization that not everything deserves your energy. As your discernment grows, so does your ability to step away from what no longer supports your direction, whether that involves people, habits, or situations. In doing so, you create more space for stability, balance, and meaningful progress. You may notice that opportunities now feel more fitting, as if they match the version of you that has been shaped by everything you've endured. This is often described as a phase where things begin to align more naturally. Your goals, your relationships, your work, and your inner sense of peace start to move in the same direction rather than competing with each other. It doesn't mean challenges disappear, but they begin to feel more manageable, and your response becomes more centered. There is a growing confidence that comes from this internal alignment, one that is not loud or performative, but steady and grounded. You start recognizing that what you once hoped for is not as far away as it seemed, but simply unfolding at its own pace. This awareness helps you move with more patience and less pressure, trusting that your life is unfolding in a way that is steadily becoming clearer. For a long time, you had pieces of the picture, but couldn't see how they fit together. Now, God is turning the puzzle into a portrait. Every misplaced chapter will make sense. Every closed door will reveal its purpose. Don't skip, because this message carries divine precision. Even as you're hearing these words, heaven is moving people into position. Someone is about to call you with news that changes your direction completely. Someone is about to recommend you, bless you, or open a door for you without you asking. That's divine favor. It doesn't need effort. It just needs alignment. You are entering a timeline of divine surprises. The things you thought were lost forever are about to reappear stronger, cleaner, and better. The relationships that ended for no reason will come back with healing. The money that slipped through your hands will return multiplied. The opportunities you missed will show up again, but this time, they'll find you ready. Stay till the end. God is making sure your enemies witness your rise, not for revenge, but for revelation. so they'll see that no force can stop what heaven ordains. The devil tried to make a spectacle of your downfall, but God turned it into a showcase of resilience. Your testimony will inspire people who once counted you out. They'll wonder how you did it, and your only answer will be, God fought for me. Don't skip. You are stepping into a frequency where your thoughts manifest faster. That's why your mindset matters more than ever now. Speak life, expect miracles, assume favor. The universe is responding to your vibration, and right now, your spirit is magnetic to blessings. The more gratitude you express, the faster things align. The more peace you choose, the louder your light becomes. Stay till the end, because the angels are shifting things in your timeline. The people who doubted you will start feeling drawn back to you, not because you need them, but because they finally recognize your worth. They'll try to apologize, reconnect, and rebuild what they broke. You won't need to speak much. Your peace will speak for you. That's what divine maturity looks like. Don't skip, because what's coming next requires your heart to stay open. The blessing you've been praying for might not arrive in the package you expected. It may come disguised as a new person, a strange opportunity, or a sudden urge to move somewhere new. Don't fear the unfamiliar. It's heaven expanding your boundaries. You've already outgrown where you were. Now it's time to move into the version of yourself that was promised. You've been prepared for this season through pain, isolation, and endurance. While others were being celebrated, you were being shaped. While others were seen, you were being hidden. But the hiding was never punishment. It was preservation. You were being saved for divine timing, and the timing is now. You're stepping into visibility with authenticity, and nothing forced ever lasts. But what's divine always does. Stay till the end, because your life will soon start to reflect the peace that's blooming inside you. You'll notice that the noise of the world will bother you less. The opinions of others will fade into the background. The anxiety that once consumed your nights will dissolve into quiet assurance. This is how peace feels when heaven hands it to you. It doesn't need to be earned. It just flows. Don't skip. You are in the unfolding of your divine reward. The same angels that watched you cry in secret are now surrounding you with light. They are guiding every step, protecting every move, ensuring every choice leads toward fulfillment. You may feel subtle tingles, warmth, or sudden calmness while hearing this. That's not your imagination. It's confirmation that the energy of God is all around you. Heaven is saying, you made it. You made it through the nights of confusion, through the betrayals, through the uncertainty. And now, because you stayed faithful when everything fell apart, you're entering a season that will rebuild everything. This time, on unshakable ground. Nothing stolen will stay gone. Nothing broken will remain in pieces. Nothing denied will remain withheld. The divine order is complete. Stay till the end, because as this message closes, your new beginning opens. You'll start to feel the shift physically. Better sleep, calmer mornings, restored confidence. The fear that once whispered you can't will vanish, replaced by the truth that you already have. You are walking proof that faith works. You are living evidence that divine timing never fails. Don't skip. Let these words anchor into your spirit. You are not waiting for blessings. They are waiting for you to receive them. You are not chasing love. Sometimes life reaches a point where everything feels like it has been quietly leading somewhere meaningful, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. It can seem as though the path you are on is beginning to make more sense in hindsight, as if earlier experiences were shaping resilience, awareness, and direction without you realizing it at the time. In this stage, people often become more conscious of their own strength and the quiet ways they have been growing through uncertainty. It is not about being chosen in a literal sense, but about recognizing that your experiences have built a foundation you can now stand on more firmly. What once felt like chaos may start to feel like preparation, and what once felt like loss may reveal unexpected lessons about patience, boundaries, and self-trust. There is a shift that happens when you stop interpreting every setback as a stop sign and instead begin seeing it as part of a longer process of becoming. This does not erase difficulty, but it changes how you relate to it. You start to notice that clarity often arrives gradually, through reflection and lived experience, rather than sudden revelation. Over time, this awareness can bring a quiet sense of confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because you begin to trust your ability to adapt and move forward. That trust becomes its own kind of stability, helping you make decisions with more intention and less fear, even when the outcome is not fully known yet. It also creates space to appreciate small moments of peace that were always there, but previously overlooked in the rush to figure everything out. This is where the story you once feared to tell becomes the very thing that inspires others to rise. You have crossed through the valley that once echoed with your cries, and now you stand on the mountain that echoes with your name. God didn't just fight for you, He finished the battle long before you even knew there was one. The pain you went through was never punishment, it was prophecy preparing you for purpose. Stay till the end, because the miracle that's unfolding now is not one you'll have to chase, it will find you. Everything that has been circling your name is aligning in silence. You will soon begin to feel waves of peace that make no logical sense. That's the proof that heaven has already settled what worried you. You are walking into divine fulfillment, and nothing can pull you back. Don't skip. Every time the devil tried to silence your spirit, God whispered louder. Every time doors slammed in your face, heaven kept one open behind the scenes. Every loss that made you feel small was actually God clearing space for expansion. You have been planted in sacred soil, and now, beloved, you are blooming in the sight of all who doubted you. You are not the same person who began this journey. The pain refined you, the waiting matured you, the silence strengthened you. Every experience, good or bad, was divine training for the position you are about to step into. You are now carrying the frequency of victory, the glow of peace, and the authority of divine alignment. When people see you now, they will sense it. They won't know what changed, but heaven will. Stay till the end, because this is where God starts showing you why He never let you give up. You are about to be rewarded in ways that make time itself look like it's running to catch up with you. Blessings that were bearing for years are surfacing. Money that was stuck in spiritual blockages is flowing again. Love that felt lost is being restored in its purest form. This is divine balance being restored in your favor. Don't skip, because this is the last message before your life transforms completely. You have already passed the hardest parts. The waiting season is over. The silence is breaking. The tests are complete. Heaven is signing your name on the decree of abundance. You will start to notice the doors open with little effort. Opportunities multiply without struggle, and peace settles in like sunlight after a long storm. Stay till the end, because you are about to experience what it means when God says, "I will make up for the years that were stolen." The pain of 10 years will be replaced by joy in one moment. The sorrow of a lifetime will vanish in a blink. You will smile and not understand how it happened so fast. But that's how heaven works. It restores faster than the world can process. You've been through betrayal, heartbreak, financial loss, and sleepless nights. But through it all, you never lost your heart. That is what moved heaven. The angels saw you still choosing kindness when the world was unkind, still believing in light when darkness surrounded you, still holding faith when it felt impossible. That's why God said, "This one is ready. Don't skip." You are now being crowned with everything that was promised. The favor that has your name on it will start showing up in surprising forms. A message, a meeting, an opportunity, a breakthrough moment that feels otherworldly. You won't need to force anything. It will simply align. Divine timing is now divine movement. Stay till the end, because your life is about to reflect the prayers you thought were forgotten. The relationships meant for you will start finding you. The people who once left you will feel the pull to make things right. The blessings you once doubted would come will arrive at the exact hour they are meant to. You are no longer waiting. You are receiving. Heaven is saying, "It is finished." The curse is broken. The confusion is clear. The karmic cycle that kept repeating has officially ended. You have graduated from lessons to leadership, from tests to triumphs, from pain to purpose. You are not walking alone anymore. You are walking with every angel that fought for you, every ancestor that prayed for you, and every divine energy that now celebrates you. You might be standing at a point where everything that once felt heavy is finally beginning to make sense in a quieter way. What looked like setbacks may have been shaping you, redirecting you, and building a kind of resilience you couldn't have learned in comfort. There is a moment in every journey when reflection matters more than prediction, and this can be that moment for you. Instead of focusing only on what is coming next, there is power in recognizing what it took to get here, the patience, the endurance, and the small decisions that kept you moving. Gratitude, in this sense, is not about expecting outcomes to be guaranteed, but about grounding yourself in awareness of how far you have already come. When you acknowledge that, something inside you steadies, and the future feels less like pressure and more like possibility. From this point forward, you may notice subtle shifts in how you respond to challenges, as if they no longer define you the way they once did. That change is not external magic, but internal clarity growing stronger with experience. What once felt chaotic begins to feel structured in hindsight, even if it was confusing in the moment. And in that understanding, you begin to move forward with a lighter sense of direction, not because everything is solved, but because you are no longer carrying it all in the same way. This is where growth quietly settles in, not as a dramatic ending, but as a steady continuation of who you are becoming. Carry this awareness gently as you step into what comes next with steady confidence.